In this episode of On Two Wheels, flat tracking, dragging knee, and scenic vistas.
This is a comprehensive test of BMW's S1000XR and Ducati's Multistrada 1200. Hello, Internet, and welcome to On Two Wheels. In this episode, Ari and I are particularly excited because these two bikes are right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, we're working with the latest version of Ducati's Multistrada, which this year has all new styling. It's got a new full-color TFT dash, and of course it's rocking a rowdy 1200cc V-twin, which this year is updated with variable valve timing, which is a pretty bitchin' technology, unprecedented in motorcycling. This particular bike is the S model. It's got a bunch of cool electronics as well as saddlebags. It's gonna set you back about 22,000 bucks.
And in kind of a bold move, BMW has designed the S1000XR to meet the Multi head-on, and it'll only cost you about $20,000. It's new for 2016. It's got the same 1000cc inline 4 basic electronics package and frame from the S1000 Single R, which of course is based on the world famous S1000RR. So even though this bike has a windscreen, heated grips, cruise control, and saddlebags, it's based on a superbike.
Yeah, but I mean, these bikes look like ADV bikes, they've got a lot of touring attributes, and they clearly have a bunch of sport bike DNA, so it's kind of confusing as to what they are and what they're supposed to do.
And like you, we had lots of questions. So we started with the basics.
BMW is the red Trace, putting 151 horsepower to the ground. Ducati is the blue Trace with 131 horsepower. That is a 20 horsepower disparity.
Yeah, that is a big gap considering both manufacturers claim 160 horsepower at the crank. Then again, horsepower doesn't always tell the whole story. BMW's faster. A lot faster than most bikes, really.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think most people who buy these bikes are ever going to take them to a drag strip. Where else is somewhere they probably won't take them?
Yeah, you can ride them off-road, but
don't, just don't.
Yeah, don't, better not.
I mean, they just feel like tall sport bikes out here.
Yeah, maybe we should ride them somewhere where we ride sport bikes.
That's not a bad idea. And hey, by the way, you look ridiculous.
I feel ridiculous.
Taping up my lights because I'm probably going to go 100 miles an hour today.
Better at the track? BMW.
Boy, was it. More horsepower, better brakes, better handling, so much easier to ride fast.
So much better. So, yeah, racetrack, you got dyno room, drag strip, dirt.
Pretty good test, man.
Yeah.
Pretty comprehensive.
Good job.
Yeah, scoot drink for you.
Yeah, all right. Oh, shit, right, yes, okay. There is one other thing.
Did forget something.
Yeah, they do have heated grips and wind protection and cruise control.
Should probably answer that question that, you know, all those people who might actually be buying these bikes want the answer to.
That was almost really embarrassing.
That is an important question. Thankfully, we got about 450 miles between here and Monterey and our office back in Orange County.
So we've got all our race kit strapped to the bikes. And as it happens, that little slice of California we have to go through is some of the most beautiful and scenic in the world. And because riders come from everywhere to experience these roads, what better place to decide which of these two gets the On Two Wheels stamp of approval?
It's pretty fantastic that we were able to bevel foot pegs at Laguna Seca and then still be excited to spend a full day riding back to Los Angeles. Most bikes would be out of their element, either at the track or on the ride home. But amazingly, that's not the case with these two.
We headed down the Pacific Coast Highway, like you have to do when you're riding through California. This is truly one of those roads that no motorcyclist should miss. We rode down Highway 1, chasing California's best roads all day, until we ended up back in our old stomping grounds just north of Los Angeles.
All right, finally back to the legendary canyon roads of Malibu, pretty close to home. I think we've had ample time to figure these bikes out. Predominant thing with any motorcycle is always the engine. Both of these bikes have engines that were developed to create lots of usable power, but they're also supposed to be really sporty, and I think the BMW has definitely succeeded in that front.
Yeah, as we've talked about before, the BMW engine comes from a very, very rich stock because the S1000 range with the double R and the single R,
yeah, they're like light your hair on fire fast.
Yep.
As far as working well, Ducati engine with the new DVT. This is the old Multistrada 11-degree motor with the new variable valve timing, and unfortunately, it is not working as designed. There's a big old lag in the torque curve, like right around 5,000 RPM, and then it just like wakes up at 6,500. It's like a two-stroke that comes down the pipe.
Yeah, something's not right. And we should point out that Ducati knows that something's not quite right with that motor. How about ergonomics? What do you got?
Man, this thing is comfy. Super wide bar. We got this tall windscreen with this absolutely genius height adjustment. You just pinch it and lift it. I mean, it's wonderful. One-handed, do it on the fly. I got adjustable suspension that works really well on the freeway. It's nice and smooth. I got lots of suspension travel to suck up bumps, and good seat and plenty of legroom. So I mean, we're at the end of a 400-mile day, and I feel completely comfortable. No cramps, no sore spots, nothing.
And I would say the BMW is, for the most part, more of the same. There's less legroom, but I'm 6'2", and it doesn't bother me.
There's never enough legroom for you.
The big thing with this bike is the handlebar buzz at like 5,500 RPM, and
Yeah.
it is pretty gnarly, and it's right around freeway speed, and if you get it in the wrong spot and that turns out to be your cruising speed, your
Yeah.
hands will be tingling when you stop for gas.
And it seems like a minor thing to complain about, but man, the frequency of the vibration is like really irritating.
Yeah. The only other thing I would mention is that both bikes have electronic suspension that's adjustable, both bikes have traction control and ABS that's adjustable, and all that stuff interfaces through the switch clusters on the handlebar and the dash.
The menu system on the Ducati is kind of like the bike in a microcosm. It's got so much adjustability. I mean, it's got way more for engine dynamic and suspension adjustability than BMW, but it's also, you have to go through to each setting and cycle through and save each setting. And some people might find that really cool, really interesting, that there is so much adjustability, and some people might find it a pain in the ass.
The menu system and interface on the BMW kind of encapsulates this bike. It's simple, it's easy to use, it does not offer all of the variability that the Ducati does, but it's comprehensive, it's adjustable, you press one button and hold it, or you don't hold it, it's very intuitive, you get used to it, you can do it while you're riding on the fly.
Plus, you can Snapchat your friends while you're going on the freeway, and like, come on. In this day and age, that's important.
But seriously, we got to answer the question now.
We answered the question as to which one is a better street bike, which one's a better motorcycle.
Which one's a better motorcycle?
I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah. For character, as usual, the Ducati wins.
Oh yeah, loads of character.
But just for actual usability and power and being awesome, BMW wins.
BMW all the way. You know, Ducati's got the potential. I know that Ducati is going to improve this thing, and it's going to be so much better and give that thing a run for its money. But for the time being, BMW's got it on lock.
Now we just have a stretch of freeway called Los Angeles to get across before we're home, huh?
Yep. All right, let's hope traffic's not too bad.
Yeah, no, traffic's never bad in LA. It should be fine.
See you at the office.
Okay, we obviously survived that LA traffic, and these bikes survived everything we threw at them, which was a lot, I'll say, including some pretty sketchy off-road riding.
Yeah, I gotta say that segment might have looked like a lot of fun, but it did not capture the fear that I felt in my heart. But it should be noted that off-road is one area where the Ducati does have a slight leg up on the BMW. It's got more suspension travel, and it's got a dedicated off-road mode with really bitchin' off-road ABS.
And you might say the Multistrada is a better touring bike too. It's smoother at highway speeds, and it's got a little bit better wind protection.
Yeah, but what about everywhere else?
Everywhere else, the BMW is comprehensively amazing, and we still don't quite understand it. But let's take a step back for a minute and think about what we did on these two machines, which, I mean, we rode highway, back roads, we had a crap ton of fun at a track day, all with the very same machines that we started on and with no adjustments beyond what you can do on the handlebars.
I mean, they're both amazing motorcycles, and if you can afford one of them, congratulations, you're doing a whole lot better than we are.
Boy howdy. That's the end of this episode, guys. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you next time. Buy the BMW.
So we're washing the bikes because we don't want the boss to know we took them off the road.
Shoot. Yeah. Right. Okay, one. You stepped on my foot.
Sorry, it was a rush.
You usually get all handsy. You're like, wait for that.